Hey, it's Jim McCarthy, jimmccarthyvoiceovers.com, and just wanted to talk to you today about how I go about producing just a regular spot. Looking at the screen here, I just laid down my vocal track, and it's in mono. And at this point, I just basically...
Audia Chevrolet. At Audia Chevrolet, the Audia brothers have their Santa hats on.
Now, this is completely raw, coming out of the processing that I just voiced from the Symmetrix 528E, plugged into the Focusrite, and so it's all, nothing has been done to it. No EQ, no compression, no nothing. I actually leave it this way, and I do everything in Vegas when I pull that up to put everything on with the spot.
Audia Chevrolet.
For Audia Chevrolet. Usually at this point, I'll go through
Audia Chevrolet
and listen to, of course, I'm self-directing here.
At Audia Chevrolet. At Audia Chevrolet.
I like that part first, so I'll just take that and cut that
At
one out.
Audia Chevrolet, the Audia brothers have their Santa hats on, and they're pulling out all the stops with their huge
And there's a little screw up there. I'm going to probably make a spoof video out of this too, so I'm going to save this as a separate track.
hats on, and are pulling out all the stops with their huge...
Right there's a little bit of a plosive, so I'm going to take that down. There's a little tool here that I've been using for years. It's all preset, reduce loud plosives. Hit OK, and hear how that sounds.
And are pulling out all the stops with their...
It's not bad. I could probably fix that in Vegas by splicing it. So we'll continue.
And are pulling out all the stops with their huge year-end sales event.
There we go.
Year-end sales event. Now's the best time to buy and save over $9,000 on the 2015.
So that's kind of a split-up sentence there that I'll probably merge in Vegas, and I'll show you how we'll do that here in a bit.
Now's the best time to buy and save over $9,000 on the 2015 Silverado.
Another little
2015.
right there. See that little nuance? We'll take that and apply the plosive.
$1,000 on the 2015 Silverado light-duty crew cab.
There we go.
Or take 0% financing. Save up to $3,000 off the most affordable. Save up to $3,000 off the most affordable mid-size 2016 Malibu.
Wow, a lot of plosives in there. Even with the old pop filter here, it really does take its toll.
Mid-size 2016.
I try to alleviate that by, I guess doing it as much of a side address as I can, but sometimes there's someone on the voice.
16 Malibu or 2016 Equinox.
See right there is a little bit of a but it wasn't too bad. So
Equinox or 2016 Equinox.
Another one.
Or get 0% or 2016 Equinox.
And actually, once I put it into
2016 Malibu or 2016
it won't be as
Malibu or 2016 Equinox.
I'll show you the little
Equinox. Or get 0% up to 60 months on the 2016 Traverse. A 7 or 8 passenger 5-star rated vehicle. A 7 or 8 passenger 5-star rated vehicle.
That was a sentence that I had to reread and in my mind think of how it could sound a little bit more natural, because it was kind of a little bit wonky in my opinion.
It's on the 2016 Traverse, a 7 or 8 passenger 5-star rated vehicle. And
you hear I'm kind of battling a little bit of a head cold, so kind of got the nasal junk going on, which is always fun.
Vehicle, a 7 or 8 passenger I did
it a couple of times. I think I did.
Verse, a 7 or 8 passenger 5-star rated vehicle. And for the business owner, get your tax break on selected 2015 HD Silverados.
Now, this is something I can do in Vegas. I just prefer to make the file a little bit smaller when I go to save it, and that helps out with saving space on the hard drive. It's not exactly something I keep all my raw sessions exactly how I laid them out, because if I'm the one that's doing the editing, I pretty much know what I'm going to be taking. So there you go.
15 HD Silverados with up to $5,000 in savings. With up to $5,000 in savings. With up to $5,000 in savings. The special deals won't last and ends on January 2nd. Stop by and take advantage of the year-end savings. Audia Chevrolet. Audia Chevrolet. Treating you like family for over 65 years and wishing you a happy and healthy Christmas and New Year. And wishing you a happy and healthy Christmas and New Year. Audia
There we go.
and wishing you a happy and healthy Christmas and New Year. Audia Chevrolet, Route 44 Millbrook, or online at Route 44 Millbrook, or online at audiachevrolet.com.
Yeah.
Or online at audiachevrolet.com.
At these points, whenever writers put in the web address, I tend to just give it to them one way and go ahead and give it to them another way in terms of, instead of saying online.
Or online at audiachevrolet. Or online at audiachevrolet. Or at audiachevrolet.com.
That kind of an option.
Or online at audiachevrolet.com. Or online at audiachevrolet.com. Or online at audiachevrolet.com. Or at audiachevrolet.com.
I'm going to keep both of those just in case I have a selection and how I want to hear it once the spot is finished.
You're on your way with Audia Chevrolet.
Don't like that.
You're on your way with Audia Chevrolet. You're on your way with Audia Chevrolet.
Getting there.
With Audia Chevrolet.
There you go. So I'll take that second take.
You're on your way with You're on your way with Audia Chevrolet.
I'll keep both of those. What the heck? So there, I've taken a like a 2.5 minute session or so and baked it down to about just a little bit over a minute. So with all the extra takes in there, I should be good on time once the spot's all finished. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save as, because I'm going to keep a raw file for video sake that I'm going to be producing. And we'll just keep it as audio VO. And I should probably put the date in front of it, but I've always just been trained myself to. Probably really inconvenient too. So I'll do it that way, save it as mono, and then I'll go ahead and open Vegas Pro. Excuse me for the sniffing. And as Vegas Pro gets open, you'll see how I go about producing just a regular. This is a voiceover music bed type of spot. We're not going too crazy with effects or anything, although the effects are built in to the project I'm going to be going to here. CNS. We'll go to, let's see here. We'll go to audio, and then we'll go down to, what was the last time I had I think I had it in November, so I have a project there. I'll just open that one. That was the last project I did back in November, because I do one spot a month with me, which is more than fine. So there's my bed. I'll solo that. There you go. And my old track from my previous session. Right
You don't have to wait till Thanksgiving for Black Friday, because
it's got a little bit of reverb on it. I'm going to go ahead and take that sucker right on out. Okay, it's taking its time, because I think I'm doing the screen capture and this at the same time, so maybe it's just taking its time. I've never seen it do this before. But this is Vegas. Great program to use. I've never seen it do this before, which is kind of aggravating. Yeah, I'm going to take this little screen out there because I'm not producing video. And let's see, we'll go to my Dropbox. Jim's Prod stuff, CNS. Come on, there we go. I'll get my voiceover going. IPS, and then we'll pull up audio. There we go. Come on, there we go. And then we have December. There's that.
at Audia Chevrolet.
That's a little bit of a small waveform, but that'll be fixed here.
At Audia Chevrolet, the Audia brothers have their Santa hats on and are pulling out all the stuff.
Now in Vegas, I like to go in here and enable this, where, well, audio event method, the time stretch, elastique, efficient. I'm going to go to soloist speech, And if I ever need to control the length of the spot, maybe there's too much copy written, I go to the end, I hold down the control button. You see that little squiggly line show up. I click down on my mouse, and I'm able to compress it just by doing that. And you see the percentage show up with up to 110%. If you go to about 116, 117, it starts getting a little bit wonky. But in this case, I don't think we're going to need it. So in the processing chain, I've recently acquired iZotope Nectar 2, which is a great program and a nice little plug-in. I don't have any EQ on it other than, I don't know why that's up there, so I'll take that down. But it's flat EQ as far as the other plugins that Vegas go. There's no other compressors. I mainly work off of Nectar, and here's why. After all my time in radio doing this kind of stuff, I like presets. So I have Loud and Proud Presenter set. Call it lazy, call it just something in the latter years. It just makes me more efficient. I go to a preset that I like that matches with the music bed, and if it works, I go ahead and plug that in and adjust if necessary. So I'll tweak the EQ because I've got everything right here on the left-hand side. I've got the reverb plugged in, which I may actually lower depending on how it sounds with the music bed. So I've got everything plugged in, ready to go, all set and ready there. So all you do is hit this.
At Audia Chevrolet, the Audia brothers have their Santa hats on and are pulling out all the stops with their huge year-end sales event. Now's the best time to buy and save over $9,000 on the 2015 Silverado Light Duty Crew Cab.
See, it's getting a little loud there. Now, this is a bed that's, I don't think I have an EQ, just a little bit of the mid-upper taken, pulled down just a tad. And that's just playing around with it and seeing how it mixes with the voiceover.
At Audia Chevrolet,
I'm going to take the bed all together, and we'll just take this and lower it just a tad. Pull down the volume.
At Audia Chevrolet, the Audia brothers have their Santa hats on.
Now I want it to come in a little bit faster, so I split it.
Chevrolet, the Audia brothers have their Santa hats on and are pulling out all the stops with their huge year-end sales event. Now's the best time to buy and save over $9,000 on the 2015 Silverado Light Duty Crew Cab, or take 0% financing.
I'm going to kick that up a little bit in SoundForge as far as volume goes. It's already open. Yes, I know. So I'm going to go volume. Let's see. We'll highlight the whole thing first. And we'll add two. We'll do, let's see. I got 6 dB boost. Let's take it down to about 3 or so. Yeah, 324. That's fine. And we'll save it. Save. Yes, thank you. And then you see a little bit bolder of a waveform there, just to bring it up just a tad. And if anything, I can always plug in my own volume band.
With their huge year-end sales event, now's the best time to buy and save over.
So this is a very
Sales event. Now's the best.
Efficiently written spot because I can tell I'm going to come in right around where I need to be. I've got my starting point at 8 seconds, or if anything, I can always just do this. Set time at cursor. I will do 0. And you see at the end, the music ends right around that minute mark, which I can always pull right in.
Online at AudiaChevrolet.com.
And we'll go from there.
Year-end sales event. Now's the best time to buy and save over $9,000 on the 2015 Silverado Light Duty Crew Cab, or take 0%.
Okay, we'll pull that in a little bit.
Crew Cab, or take 0% financing. Save up to $3,000. Save up to $3,000 off the most affordable mid-size 20 Malibu or 2016 Equinox, or get 0.
A lot of ors.
Equinox, or get 0% up to 60 months on the 2016 Traverse, a 7 or 8 passenger 5-star rated vehicle. And for the business owner, get your tax break on selected 2015 HD Silverados with up to $5,000 in savings. The special deals won't last, and the special deals won't last and ends on January 2nd. Stop by and last and ends on January 2nd. Stop and
A little bit of something going.
January 2nd, stop by and take advantage of the year-end savings. Savings. Audia Chevrolet. Savings. Audia Chevrolet. Like family for over 60. Chevrolet. Chevrolet. Treating you like family for over 65 years and wishing you a happy and healthy Christmas and New Year. Audia Chevrolet. And New Year. Audia Chevrolet. Route 44 Millbrook or online at Audia Chevrolet. Millbrook or online at AudiaChevrolet.com or online at AudiaChevrolet.com or at AudiaChevrolet.com. You're on your way with Audia Chevrolet. Your way with
try that here.
Millbrook or online at Audia Chevrolet.
No.
Route 44 Millbrook. Route 44 Millbrook or online.
I'm going to move that a little bit closer so it sounds more natural.
Millbrook or online at AudiaChevrolet.com. You're on your way with Audia Chevrolet.
There we go. I'll move that a little bit off.
Chevrolet.com. You're on your way with Audia Chevrolet.
There we go. Perfect timing. And we listen back to it. Here we go.
At Audia Chevrolet, the Audia brothers have their Santa hats on and are pulling out all the stops with their huge year-end sales event.
Now, at this point, I'm going to go in and start tweaking the EQ just a tad. I'm not really loving the saturation, the amount of reverb that's on this. So I'll pull it down just a tad. And while I'm doing that, I can listen back to it.
At Audia Chevrolet, the Audia brothers have their Santa hats on and are pulling out all the stops with their huge year-end sales event. Now's the best time to buy and save over $9,000 on the 2015 Silverado Light Duty Cab, or take 0% financing. Save up to $3,000 off the most affordable mid-size 2016 Malibu or 2016 Equinox, or get 0% up to 60 months on the 2016 Traverse, a 7 or 8 passenger 5-star rated vehicle. And for the business owner, get your tax break on selected 2015 HD Silverados with up to $5,000 in savings. The special deals won't last and ends on January 2nd. Stop by and take advantage of the year-end savings. Audia Chevrolet, treating you like family for over 65 years and wishing you a happy and healthy Christmas and New Year. Audia Chevrolet, Route 44 Millbrook or online at AudiaChevrolet.com. You're on your way with Audia Chevrolet.
And, you know, I think that sounds pretty good. As you were watching there, I was just playing around with the reverb and seeing how it sounds in context with the music bed. And I played a little bit with the EQ, pulling down the highs a little bit so it's not so sibilant-y and really kind of tingy in my ears, and bringing other things up like the bass and such. So that's pretty much how I go about doing it. I then render. I bounce it down to a stereo track. And I have a preset here, being that it's an MP3. I'll do 256. I'll do browse, and then I'll go to my Dropbox, and then I go here, and then up to this, and all the same stuff you saw before. And we're going to go here, and there we go. December. And we'll do audio. 12, 15. Bam. And then we render, and I'm not done yet because we got a ton of compression on here. Over here in the master bus, it's taking a while for it to render because I'm also doing a screen capture. This is the first time I'm doing a screen capture. That's why the sound was cutting out before. At least I think it was. Normally a 60-second spot would take a lot, not as long as it's taking now to render. So with this, let's wait for that to finish. I'll show you the project settings. Over here, you see I showed you my track settings. There's nothing really set on the music bed track, just mostly for the vocals. Okay, we're done. Good. Let's close. And up here, I have what is called Wave Hammer Surround. Vegas offers you some surround sound capabilities, but in this case, I just use it for smooth compression. I put a compressor over the entire project. Now that I have the other file, I'm going to pull that down Let's go back to where it is. And before, there's a way you could actually go right to the SoundForge, which is this program, from Vegas. But because I was showing you the settings, there's the spot. And then I further compress it. I go to Wavehammer and I put another level of compression on it, and it sounds.
At Audia Chevrolet, the Audia brothers have their Santa hats on.
And then I hit Save As. Actually, I'm going to hit Save because I already have that file set up. And that is pretty much it. I just take it and email it to the client. Unless they have some changes they want to make, generally they always are really happy with it. So if you have any questions for me, hit me up at jimmccarthyvoiceovers.com. Find me on Twitter at jimmccarthyvos, Facebook. Please subscribe here on YouTube, and that would be fantastic. Thanks for watching.